Oh my god, it's the G-Slot girls. G-Slot girls.
We're going to be making one of my personal favourites, which is a Mai Tai. So hopefully Dee Dee's got some skills and she knows how to make these drinks. Taste good. I'm going to take it through step by step, so it should be okay. We're going to start with our cocktail shaker in front of you. That's the one.
Please, yeah.
Just one for now, and if you can turn it upside down.
Can I have the big one?
Yeah, so this is our mixing glass, so we're going to add all of our ingredients in here.
Okay.
So we're going to start with some rum. We're going to go for a single shot, so that you can see the label.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, do I have to pour it like that?
No, so a single shot of the rum. This is a beautiful drink. In Tahitian, it translates as out this world. So,
period.
Quite an apt description, yes. So we're going to add the Cointreau. Now, Cointreau is a beautiful sweet orange liqueur from France, but it's also 40%, so it's quite potent. So this is quite a strong drink.
Woo!
Delicious stuff. We're going to add some fresh lime juice, so we want the same amount of that. It's a nice, easy recipe to make because the ratios are quite simple. That was perfect.
Oh my gosh, is this like you actually squeeze this lime?
This is freshly squeezed about an hour ago, so yes, as fresh as you can get.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some more sweetness. So this is orgeat. Orgeat is an almond syrup. It gives it a beautiful richness, a beautiful flavour to the drink. And we want half a shot of that.
Oh, there's a
it's
line.
very sweet, it's quite strong flavours, so you don't want to go overboard. That's perfect. There's the little line in there which helps you there. And then the last step is some Angostura bitters. That's enough. Now we need the smaller assistance to the shaker. And make sure it's nice and sealed, and we're going to shake it for around 10 seconds.
Okay.
Harder. That's the way to do it. A few more seconds. That should be enough. So your hands should start to stick to the end of it.
Oh, it's
now we have the magic of separating it. So if you hold it in your one hand and then hit where the gap is like that. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Perfect.
Oh. It's very lively, isn't it?
Okay, so now the drink's ready. We're going to be serving it in a rocks glass. We want to put some fresh ice in there. And then we're going to strain the cocktail out. The reason we put fresh ice in the cocktail is because this is already really quite watery, so we want some fresh ice in there so it doesn't get too diluted. And if you strain it out, look at that beautiful colour. And then a couple more ice cubes just to fill it to the top. And then we've got a garnish just in front of the ice. Just squeeze that over the top. So that was fantastic, not too bad for a novice there, but that's the Mai Tai, beautiful drink. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it's like really. Oh yeah, it's like really like limey, but you can barely taste the alcohol. Like I'm gonna be on the freaking floor.
It's quite a dangerous drink, this one.
Is there gonna be like more?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We asked you guys to give us some questions and y'all came through. Y'all was nosy as hell. So we're gonna go, take turns answering your questions and giving you the real dirt. So let's go.
Right. I've got mine. I'm so shook.
I'm
so scared.
Can I open it?
There's so much pressure. Like you're gonna pick the right card.
I'm trying to get out the cheese man.
Yeah,
The cheese man.
the cheese, Mike.
I feel like these are down my mouth.
Ready?
Go on, Karina.
Okay.
I'm scared.
What was your most embarrassing moment so far?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think I've shared this one with you ladies before. So my most embarrassing moment so far would be one time I was at work just scrolling through my phone and a colleague of mine saw a picture on my phone that they should not have seen ever. It was a very explicit picture, and ever since then I can never really cut them in the eyes ever again.
That was like Christmas
I
for him
remember.
though.
Wait.
They said, "Is that you?" Yeah. legit raw.
So you, yeah.
And that's what I say to her every day when I see that thing.
Stop.
We'll be making a daiquiri, which is one of my personal favourites.
Me too.
Brilliant. There's a lot of places that will make flavoured daiquiris. We're just going to make the classic one, the original daiquiri, which is just rum, lime and sugar. So we're going to start with a double shot of rum in your mixing tea.
Talking my language.
So the big one. We want lots of rum in there. Perfect. And then we want half a lime.
You said 2 of these, right?
No,
Or
just
one? Oh,
One of the big ones.
duh. Makes
Because
sense.
that's slightly over a double, so if you had 2 of those, you'd be crawling home.
Another
So now
one.
flip it upside down. And then we're going to add the sugar. So this is just sugar syrup. You want the same amount. It shouldn't smell much, to be
I mean, it
honest.
doesn't smell like anything.
It's just sugar and water. The reason you mix it with the water is it dissolves a lot quicker.
Do I have to?
So half, 1, yeah, exactly. And that's it. And then my little trick when making a daiquiri is the spent limes that we've made the juice from, throw it inside. That way you're going to get all of that flavour from the oil, the lime oil, which is really, really strong. And that's it, that's your daiquiri. Now we want to pack that with ice.
More?
Yes. Ice is good.
Ice baby.
That's perfect. And then take the small part of the shaker, drop it on top, give it a little smack. Perfect. Try not to break the table.
Got it.
You're going to take it a bit more.
Progression.
Yeah, exactly.
More.
More back and forth.
Thinking about all the people at home.
That's good. That's okay. A little bit more. Let's keep
More?
going.
Like my arm don't work like this.
Brilliant. So now we need to open it up. So you want to hit where the gap is.
What do you mean? Oh, that.
Like that. There we go. And we're going to use the cocktail strainers. And we're going to fine strain. I can hold that for you. It's probably easier. Beautiful. So here we have the classic daiquiri a la Melina. And the magic touch, we're just going to put a little garnish on there of the lime. No, just pop it on the edge, it's got a little cut on it. Often you'll see cocktails be served with a lime on the sides.
It's not meant to be.
It doesn't work, but that's an extra 5 mils. So if the drink is too sweet for you, you've always got 5 mils of lime juice to squeeze in.
Nice.
But that would be a bit messy for you. Well done, Melina. That's the daiquiri. Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Okay, so mine is point out one annoying habit / trait that each of the girls have.
Wow, you have to do it. You can do it. I know you
Stop
have.
it,
Right.
dude. I feel like Karina. I feel like Karina's always like, oh, my ass ain't fat.
Shut up, girl!
Your ass is fat.
She acting like she don't have no body, yaddy, yaddy, please.
But she got body, yaddy, yaddy.
Didi, I would say Didi is incredibly flexible, and the way she twerked that thing
It's annoying.
it's annoying.
It's rude.
Like,
It's wrong.
every time I say teach me.
She don't teach you. She says
I
okay.
will teach you.
She says okay, I'll teach you, but she capping. Yeah, because how many months we've been
For
doing this
real.
show? No one laughing, clap cheeks, except for
Word.
Didi.
Next episode, twerking classes.
Yes. I'll drink to that.
Okay.
Because I would say this girl, she always talks about her double chin. What?
What double chin?
Double
girl?
chin.
Vibes.
The
Where?
angles.
Where is it? And Naima. I mean,
I'm perfect. Just say it.
Naima just want to argue in the group chat all the time. It's everybody but Naima. Like,
She
what?
loves it.
Because I'm unique.
Naima's getting back
You
to
wrong. That's what you are.
She's gonna have that face going down like
Body,
We're going to do another festive, wintry style drink. We're going to be making a festive mule. So a mule is a very popular drink made with either ginger ale or ginger beer. We're going to put a nice little Christmassy twist on it. So if you want to take your shaker, the small part or the big part, doesn't really matter. And we're going to start with our rum, but this one is going to be a little bit less strong than the previous one. So just a single shot of rum will be enough. And there's your measure, and just dump it into the glass.
Is that all the way up to the top?
All the way to the top, yeah. And Just dump it into your Boston glass.
God, I'm spilling it.
Try not to spill it all over the table. That's precious rum, we don't want to be spilling that. And then just a small amount of there. So you can see there's a line there?
Yeah.
Just underneath there.
Okay, cool.
And that's the fresh lime juice.
There we go.
Dump that in. And then we're going to be using some Chambord. Chambord is what's going to give it that kind of Christmassy spice. This is a black raspberry liqueur, but made from cognac and with some vanilla in there as well. It's a beautiful flavour. Smells delicious.
Smells like a bit of me.
And we want the same amount of lime juice as you had.
Cool.
Perfect. And the final ingredient we're going to have is ginger ale. But we're not going to put the ginger ale in there because obviously it's carbonated. If you add carbonated liquid to a shaker and then shake it, it's going to explode. It's going to go all over yourself, which has happened to me many times behind the bar. It's a little bit embarrassing. So we need to put a scoop of ice in there.
Is that enough?
A little bit more. Ice is your friend. And then take the small parts and pop it on the top. Give it a little smack to make the seal. And we want to shake this for around 5 seconds. That was a very short 5 seconds.
You said 5 seconds? I literally
I'll count for you.
5
Okay.
seconds.
1, 2, 3, go. Perfect. Now you need to break the seal. The way to do that is just hit the end like that.
This side?
Yeah. Might take a couple of attempts, a little bit harder, perfect. Brilliant. And now we need to strain out all these little bits of ice. And we have the fine straining, which will take out all the little fragments. Maybe if I hold that, so you need to support that.
Okay.
Finger. And that'll do. That's a beautiful colour there. Nice and pink. This is not too dissimilar from the El Diablo, which is a classic cocktail from the 1930s. And top it up with some ginger ale.
Is that enough?
Touch more. Beautiful. So thank you very much. Well done, Siobhan. Here we have our Festive Mule. The final touch we're going to do is the garnish, which you just have a piece of orange, and the skin of the orange has a lot of flavours. So if you just spray that around the top, it's going to give it a wonderful aroma.
I know.
That's how it's done. You're a natural. Perfect. There we have the Festive Mule. Thank you. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
It's alcohol.
Such a...
If you were on the Big Brother, who would be evicted first and who would quit and who would win? Okay.
Oh my god.
Who would be evicted first? I think. Freaking heck. Awkward, isn't it? I
You can
feel
say it.
like.
It's a safe space.
Yeah. I don't know who would get it because I don't know what people do and don't like. I feel like.
Just say it.
I can't say because I don't know who would get evicted first. I don't know. Let me move on to the next one. Who would quit? I think Melina would quit, maybe. I don't think she would, but I think she quit. She'd just think, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I don't want to do this. And we'd be like, we drinking. So. Who would win? I think Naima might win because she's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's just so funny, so annoying.
Oh my god,
my
she's
God.
in the face.
All of that ugly shit that she's like, stuff. But we love it. That's so cute. Who would be evicted? I think I might, because if you catch me on too many of the wrong days, I'm the bitch. Didi is a bitch. Do you know what I mean? But Didi is a bitch.
We're all bitches.
That bitch. Period.
We're the bitches.
We're going to be making a staple of the cocktail world. We're going to be making old-fashioned, but we're going to be doing a little twist, and we're going to be making it with rum instead of the traditional whiskey. And we're going to be adding a slightly different sweetener instead of sugar. We're going to add a touch of caramel, which would give it a beautiful complement to the flavours of the rum. So we're going to start with a double shot of the rum. This cocktail is going to be a little bit different to the previous ones in that we're going to stir it, we're not going to shake it.
Okay. That's what's good there.
then we're going to add the sweetness, which is caramel syrup. This is very, very sweet, so you just want
One?
up to the line almost.
Okay.
So half a shot. Now, obviously the original old-fashioned uses normal sugar. You could substitute that as well. And we're going to be adding in some orange peel. You just want to spray that inside. It's going to give it a lot of orangey notes.
How do I spray it? Just squeeze it?
Squeeze it in, yeah. Release all those oils that are contained in the skin.
I feel like I've just broken it.
And then dump it in. That should be enough. And then we're going to fill it with ice. So we want a whole scoop in there.
Like this?
Yeah. We need to fill it up to the top with ice. Ice is good.
More ice?
That should be sufficient. And then we're going to add in the Angostura bitters, which is just next to your left.
How much of the...
About 3 dashes. So just that should be plenty. Perfect.
Yeah?
And now give it a nice stir, mix up all the ingredients. Probably for about 10-15 seconds should be okay. But we really want to dilute it because at the moment we've just rum and sugar in there, so we don't stick in those flavours. Throw ice all over the
The
table.
ice isn't my friend today. Yeah?
And we're going to serve it on the rocks, so we want some fresh ice in there. So a scoop of ice. And then we're going to strain this mixture out over there using the cocktail strainer. It's full. Let's make me thirsty, this one.
Cheeky.
And we're going to finish it with an orange garnish.
So just put it inside?
Exactly. So all of these skins in the orange, once sprayed over the top, they're just going to sit on the top of the drink. So it's going to give it a beautiful aroma.
Can I taste it?
Taste it, no fun.
Oof, that's really good with the caramel. I like it.
If you had to choose anyone in the UK scene to interview, who would it be?
Good one.
Yeah. Ugh, there's so many people I want to interview.
This is your time.
Yeah, well, anyone, like, I'm free for interviews, slide into my DMs. However, I would want the real tea. So whoever's most controversial at the moment right now is who I'd want to hear about.
Touch a belly. Legit. Touch a belly. Ooh.
Just disregard my interview with
On
them
our
with
last
the
podcast, that was your favourite
I
person.
never,
Yeah.
that was my twin sister on reasons.
I don't think
And you
so.
do happen to be the youngest in our group.
That's because.
And you do happen to be the youngest in our group.
That's because he wasn't before he wasn't now.
Oh, maybe there's like a correlation.
So I guess Dr. Belly
Daddy?
was unanimous.
No! Papa!
Daddy?
One of my perfect drinks for Christmas, it's going to be a gingerbread sour. So it's not too dissimilar from a whiskey sour or an amaretto sour as you may have tasted before. It's really quite simple. So if you want to start the proceedings with a nice double shot of rum.
Double shots of like with the cap.
So the full top, full to the top.
Oh, this! I'm from the ghetto, you know. In this one.
Yes, exactly. So this cocktail also works very well with cognac or whiskey, but tonight obviously we do rum theme, so it should work just to the top. Calm down. You can tell this one wants to get a little bit wavy. The second ingredient is some lime juice, so we want to do the other side, so a single shot.
Jesus Christ, okay.
It's complicated stuff here, isn't it?
They're bullying me behind the scenes.
And the reason Naima's making this one is because she's a big fan of gingerbread, with Swedish heritage. So that's some gingerbread syrup, which is delicious. So we want just under the top.
Oh, okay. Just under the top, yeah. Like that?
Perfect.
Cool.
Final ingredient is going to be this magic liquid. It's called aquafaba, which is the juice from chickpeas. It's a vegan alternative to the use of egg white in cocktails. It should give it a lovely texture. So we want a shot of that in there.
This one.
Exactly. This will give it a beautiful foam that you will see on a whiskey sour or kind of comparable to a cappuccino foam. So now we want to add a full scoop of ice. Jump in there. Move that out of the way for you.
Okay.
A little bit more ice.
Okay.
A full scoop, not 3 cubes.
Okay, Joe. Alright. Is that enough?
We're getting there slowly. Now you need to pop that on the top.
By the way, never done this in my life.
Yeah, that's no problem. That's why I'm here. I'm here to teach you. Perfect. Now give it a flip. Make sure the seal is tight. So you can always give it a little bash on the top. We want to shake this one for a long time. Because of the aquafaba, you really want to shake it hard so that foam gives it that beautiful
So like
texture.
upwards or?
So you want to shake it like that for about 10 seconds. Harder, harder.
I haven't been to the gym in a while.
5 seconds. 5, 4,
Different time for me. It's been 20 seconds in my head.
So now we need to break the seal. So you need to hit it just there with that part of your hand. So hold it like this and give it a little hit. Harder. There we go.
Okay. Normally when they do this at the bar, I don't watch.
So that you have your cocktail glass there, and if you wait 1 second, we're going to use the strainer to take all these little bits of ice out. Nope. So what you can do is pour it like that. That'll be a lot more efficient than scooping the ice out like that. I like your thought process, it was good.
Like so?
Yeah, almost. That'll do.
There's ice in there, but hey.
Perfect, and then a couple of fresh ice cubes from there.
Okay.
And so you can see that nice little white foam at the top, that's because of the aquafaba. And the finishing touch, we're going to garnish it with some gingerbread.
With my fingers.
Yeah. We've all washed our hands, haven't we?
Like, can I have more?
A little bit more.
I really like gingerbread.
You can take this jar home with you, no problem. So brilliant, here we have the gingerbread sour. Well done, Naima, enjoy.
That's delicious.
Brilliant. Thanks, Naima.
What's your question? Alright guys, if you were in a hot air balloon and there were too many of you in the basket, you've thrown out all the bags' weights and you're still full. Who's jumping? Me, bitch.
Oh, she's a liar.
I love these girls.
No, it's her. We're pushing her.
They are like family.
I feel like that's a cop out.
She's a liar. She's a liar. You have to pick someone.
I am 6 foot. I will jump. So guys, we have our cocktails by our very own barman, Joe Sorrell. Thank you
Can we
very
have a round
much.
of applause real quick?
Yeah.
Is that